So timing is everything in a transaction. And so we thought we'd talk about you think about timing about to getting a deal done, right? So how about timing when it's maybe not the time to do the deal, is to pull the deal? So on this week's biggest hurdle, I want to just chat a little bit about, you know, when is the time right not to do the deal? You know, everybody goes into a transaction with good intentions, but there's things that happen that are outside your control as you go to market. And it's our responsibility as a banker for you to, if we recognize a change in the market conditions or trends that we feel will be negative to you, is to communicate, say, hey, I know we're in market, we're ready to go, but maybe we should pull back. Let's reset. And the reason why I bring this up is that it's a big decision, right? We've all put a lot of energy, time, and money into getting into ready for market and then going to market. And there's a certain amount of momentum that's going in, but it's got to feel right. It's got to be right for you, and it's got to be the right deal. And if we feel that there's a change in the wind, so to speak, then it's an obligation of us as bankers that have that open, honest, and hard conversation. Say, hey, Jim, I think we need to reset. We're not liking what we're seeing, or we think that we can do better when things improve. Right? This is you don't get mulligans when you're selling a company. It's it's typically it's one and done, and you may roll equity and grow the business, but it's you don't get to do it a second time after you sell, right? So I was having a conversation, and the reason why I'm bringing this topic up for this week's big hurdle is I had this conversation with a buddy of mine who's a M&A lawyer, and we were chatting about the market, chatting about 25, chatting about what's happening. And I said, and I told him, he said, well, what do you think? And I said, well, I said, you know what? Sometimes it's not right. It's not the right time. And it's for us to recognize it's not the right time. And he appreciated that because, we're a relationship firm, but, sometimes, there is a payday, and that payday is, once you get a deal done for the most part. But if you're advocating your client, you got to play the long game. And that means that you have to find the right deal for your client that works for them. We have a deal under LOI right now. And, we were, you think back just a couple of years. So we had taken this company to market, and, bids were due, LOIs were due first quarter of 2023. And, as you may or may not recall, there was a lot of skepticism in the marketplace. People were thinking that inflation was rising, interest rates were certainly rising. I believe the Ukraine-Russian conflict was really getting to a point where people weren't sure where it was going to spill over into other aspects of Europe, and the market, the buyer pool, was anticipating that there was going to be, quote unquote, another great recession in the fourth quarter. So no one really had a view of what things were going to look like, right? They couldn't read the market. So, and if you can't read the market, you're going to kind of price that uncertainty into your offers, right? Because you're not sure where things are going. And if you don't have visibility in the future, why am I doing this deal? As we always say, buyers pay based on historical earnings, but buy based on future growth. And if you can't see any visibility, what's going to happen in the next, 6, 9, 12 months, you're going to price that into it. So we got several offers think it was 6, maybe 7. And I looked at the offers, and we looked at the offers. We looked at the offers, and we sat down, and we sat with our client, went through them, and we were over lunch, and I said, you know what? I think we need to pull. I think we need to wait. And he goes, I'm glad you said that. Because I think we, based on the EBITDA, based on the industry, based on the revenues, this should be trading at a higher multiple, but it's not right now because of the market conditions and the uncertainty. So it was it was an open, honest conversation, and but it was important, and we had an obligation to our client to have that conversation. So dial forward a year, we went back to market. We're now under LOI with that company. The valuation's up 25, 30% of where we were. Hopefully if everything goes according to plan, we're in due diligence that, we'll be closing this in the next, 90 days, so to speak. And it was the right decision, right? Not every deal goes smoothly. There's things outside of your control that could affect where the company should be trading from valuation and where it is trading now. So those conversations, honesty, frankness, transparency with our clients have to be ongoing. And if we feel the market's not right, then it's our obligation to tell our client, let's wait, let's pull, right? Let's freshen up the book, freshen up the SIM, the memorandum, update the financials, and remarket it. I mean, it's our obligation to have that conversation, but it's a hard conversation after you've invested, 4 or 5 people, 6-9 months of time, and here you are. It's like, look, this doesn't work. And then also on the contrary, our client could feel that way. I mean, he or she, if they're uncomfortable, right, during due diligence, there's many reasons why, outside of the financial implications of a transaction, that our client may feel that I've lost trust in this buyer. I don't feel it's the right buyer. All of a sudden, I think there's something that doesn't feel right with me. Then we should either flush it out to their satisfaction or pull the deal and then remarket it and find a new buyer pool to go to. So, it happens a lot, and more than you think. I mean, I think we've probably over the last 5 years have remarketed maybe, 3 or 4 deals because we didn't feel that either timing was right, the marketing conditions have changed, lack of visibility in the marketplace, our clients didn't feel good about it, which is number one. It's got to be the right fit. So, I hope this episode of The Biggest Hurdle is beneficial to you. My name's kdee, President of Osage Advisors. Feel free to listen to our podcast, The Ins and Outs of Selling a Business, or view it on our YouTube channel. If you like it, you can always feel free to subscribe. To learn more about Osage, you can visit us on our website at osageadvisors.com. If you have any questions regarding whether or not I should sell or not, after I'm deep into a process, feel free to email me at kdee@osageadvisors.com or pick up the phone and give me a call at 860-767-3273, extension 1001. Thanks again for being with us today, and have a great day.